Normally I say welcome to Politics with Cuda, but today I've got Moin from Ministry of Higher Education Malaysia. Welcome Moin.
Thank you for having me.
How do you feel about Sri Lanka?
It's always actually wonderful, and I feel like a home. And I'm your ambassador when I travel around the people, and I really tell them, come look. You should visit the Sri Lanka. Then people ask me, that traditionally people have this concept that all Asian countries are not. I tell them that you must come, and then I tell them that Sri Lanka is very beautiful and clean country.
And Moin, can I ask you, why do you select Sri Lanka as a Malaysian? I know that your education system there is very high and a lot of Sri Lankans come to Malaysia. Why do you pick Sri Lanka and why do you pick Sri Lanka to be your destination of education?
All right. Okay. Just let me tell you brief about. We are under promotion arm of Ministry of Higher Education in Malaysia, and we promote Malaysian education to worldwide. And traditionally, maybe you know the familiar country, which is traditional country, which is well known for education in the students, and I'm sure you also know that countries. So we actually also to share with you are in top 10 countries who actually. Enroll international students. So we are in top 10 countries. So your question actually, why we are in Sri Lanka? You see that our data shows that we have the highest in top 10 countries. The number we are receiving in Malaysian application is one of top 10 is Sri Lanka is in top 10 list. So Sri Lankan student traditional countries, beside the traditional country, they goes to Malaysia also. So the reason to choose them is because we have seen that interest of Sri Lankan students in Malaysian education, Malaysian universities, and our graduate actually are contributing inside the Sri Lanka and of course the other part of the world as well. So that's why we choose the Sri Lanka also to bring Malaysian university and Malaysian education to introduce to the Sri Lankan students.
What benefits the Sri Lankan students have being part of your education system? Say you allow Sri Lankans to study in Sri Lanka. What benefit does the students of Sri Lanka have?
Okay. All right. Okay. You see that one of the major benefit I will say that okay we do not compromise on the quality of education. We have universities in Malaysian universities in top QS ranking, times high ranking that our Malaysian universities. So the good thing is that we believe that everyone have a right to study, learn and serve their community, the humanity. So actually one of the reasons for a Sri Lankan student to look Malaysian education is affordability. Our tuition fees is affordability without any compromising on the quality of education. We give them affordable quality fees. Even the living cost, if you compare with the traditional countries, our living cost is 1/3 of that countries. So that's why Sri Lankan students love to study in Malaysia without and then other culture is actually Malaysia is a multicultural country. So Sri Lanka and Malaysia, if you travel to Sri Lanka, I think you've been there, so you can see that we are actually the culture wise is same. Destination is just like few hours from Sri Lanka, and also the food, the environment overall is similar with Sri Lankan.
So, Moin, are you promoting Sri Lankans to come to Malaysia, or are you allowing the Sri Lankan students to study in Sri Lanka?
This is the very good question, and then I think I will share you with this a little bit background that we are not only to promote a Malaysian education that only Sri Lankan students come and study in Malaysia. No. We believe that the Malaysian students should come study in Sri Lanka as well. That's why in our end of last year, we have a trip to Sri Lanka with our management. We did meet your Minister of Minister of Education, Minister of Investment, UGC. So we actually would like to encourage student exchange, which means that Sri Lankan student goes to Malaysia, Malaysian students come to Sri Lanka, and also staff exchange. The faculty members from Malaysian universities come here. Sri Lankan goes to Malaysia. So actually, it's a both way. It's not
it's like sharing knowledge and sharing culture.
Correct. So we don't believe that we only want to recruit. No, we believe that we should have a both way. Our students come here, our faculty members come here, and Sri Lankan student faculty members goes to Malaysia. So they learn the knowledge and share the knowledge with each other. So believe on that.
And Moin, I heard that you were down in Sri Lanka when we had the riots in Sri Lanka. At that moment and this moment, what do you feel about that?
Okay, after the crisis, economic crisis, and then I think maybe 1 or 2 months later, we came to Sri Lanka to visit Sri Lanka, and then surprisingly and personally, I feel that actually the how you handle the whole crisis, and you can see that I'm sure you're aware that the power cut and all the things when I arrive, even in the hotel, sometimes the power cut. But after that, actually, in last years, 2 years, I've been frequently in Sri Lanka. I can at least can see the huge what you call improvement, and then even people's life, and then how you people not only handle in top level, but all the people also, how change, and then I mean, you handle this crisis all together is very well. I really amazed, and I hope this is actually a lesson for other peoples also.
And Moin, can I ask you one small question before we finish this? Are you all planning to invest in Sri Lanka, because we need a lot of investments? I know Karim is part of this. I know the education department is part of this. Are you all planning to invest in Sri Lanka so that the Sri Lankans can make study in Sri Lanka? Do you all have a plan?
Okay, I think it's like a very good question, and then this is the most important question maybe of our discussion. As I mentioned previous, our management, we came here and we meet our honorable education minister, minister of investment, and UGC. So we, as earlier I mentioned, we believe on that sharing knowledge between both countries actually is a mutual benefit. So we are actually interested to bring Malaysian university, because now we already have established Malaysian education. So we actually would like to export Malaysian education to the other countries. So we would be actually, we have discussed with the ministry also that we would like to bring some Malaysian university to set up a branch campus, a sub campus, or any way whichever the government here can facilitate to them. So they set up here, so student can get benefit. Either the option can be they can study 2 years here and then final 2 years in Malaysia, or they can complete here. So we actually are in talk with Malaysian University also to actually come out with this, come forward, and then they set up in Sri Lanka.
I know you're very diplomatic, and I would hope to get a very, very firm answer from you. Sri Lankans have a myth saying that whenever somebody comes to invest in Sri Lanka, they ask for bribes or commissions. Did you have any sort of thing like that? You could openly say.
In your introduction, you mentioned that today I'm not talking about politics, but we have met a couple of your ministers and Board of Investment, UGC. To be honest and frank, they gave us warm welcome. Okay, there's no such thing we talk about this one, but when we talk them, they are really people who are actually looking forward for people to come and set up in this one. They really they welcome us with open arms. The option, even I remember if the top people we meet, they surprisingly they give us fully support. They call people to meet these people and help them what they want to do this one. So I think it's like you are in good hands.
Okay, Moin, thank you very much for coming, and I hope you will establish a university soon in Sri Lanka. Thank you, Moin. Thank you.